So lately, I've been questioning myself about the way my mind works. Not that I've found the right answer, but I've certainly noticed a habit that my mind always operates with. Whenever somebody hurt me, or maybe disappointed me, or behaved in a way that I'd never expected them to, my suffering did not begin when they did that. It began after. It began the moment I became so certain that I know why they're doing it. And that I think is very strange if you think about it. Someone forgets to call you back. Someone doesn't acknowledge your effort. Someone speaks to you in a tone that you were never expecting, especially from those people. The event itself lasted for a few seconds. But we carry that situation for weeks and months and years. And now the question is, what exactly are we carrying? Because certainly it is not the event. The event only lasted for a few seconds and it is not in the present moment. What are we carrying? We are carrying an explanation of that event. What that event or that experience meant to us. And explanations have a very interesting element to it. They don't arrive from reality. They arrive from memory. They arrive from our own perception of looking at things. They arrive from what meaning do we assign to that situation. And I've noticed that my mind is incredibly quick in filling up empty spaces. You see, it's like AI. When you give AI a very short prompt, it fills the rest of the context window with whatever it already knows. Exactly like that, someone says very little, my mind supplies the rest of the conversation from its own database, whatever I've seen in the past. When someone doesn't explain themselves, my mind volunteers, okay, I'll explain that on their behalf. My mind does not like unfinished stories, and it is extremely uncomfortable when the story does not reach its conclusion. Perhaps that's because certainty requires us to remain open. My mind does not enjoy openness. It says, I enjoy and relish conclusions. Give me a conclusion. Because, of course, conclusions feel safe. And once I've concluded that someone did not respect me, something peculiar begins to happen. My mind suddenly becomes astonishingly efficient. It says, I know. Let me give you something from my database. What I have already known and what I've seen in the past, I have it somewhere in the database. It starts retrieving evidences that I wasn't even looking for. I did not want that. I did not even ask for it. Oh yes, there was a meeting 3 months back. They did exactly the same thing. Oh, I remember they also forgot your birthday the last time, or they did not wish deliberately. And that time they interrupted you. Do you remember that? My mind quietly walks into the old storeroom carrying a flashlight looking for boxes with one label. Give me the proof. The proof that did not say that I'm mistaken. Proof that I have been right all along. From the past, whatever happened, I knew it then, I know it now. And I wonder, a lot of people say that I've had this intuition with this person. I know about this person. I have this intuition. This isn't intuition at all. It is simply an organized archive of very selective memories. It is like a memory album. Over time, I began asking myself a very different and a difficult question. Whenever I'm looking at this other person, what exactly am I looking at? And what exactly am I looking them through? Because I know that I'm not looking at them directly. I don't think so. I had this epiphany, I had this realization that I'm looking at this person through 3 lenses. The first lens is all about I believe about myself. Every rejection that I've known, every appreciation that I got, every insecurity I've had, every identity element I have collected over the years about myself. And the second lens is like everything that I've known about this person. Their personality. Whatever habits I've seen of them. Their intentions. I've seen them, having that intention, those intentions for other people. The kind of person I've decided they are because I've seen them. And the third layer is, and this is one of the most deepest layer, is I know how this world works. Whether people can be trusted, whether love lasts or not, whether success changes people, or whether kindness is considered to be weakness, whether the world is fair or not. All about the world that I know. It's not just that I'm carrying these beliefs. I'm looking at the world through them. And now the problem is, the difficult part is, because they're so close to me, they no longer feel like beliefs. They feel like my own eyesight, because it's my perception. They feel like it's my own view. And because of this, it is so difficult to question them or contradict them. How do you question what you mistake as your own eyes? These days, when I find myself become absolutely convinced about someone else's intentions, I try and become a little suspicious. I'm not being suspicious of them, I become suspicious of my own certainty about what happened and what they meant. Because certainty has definitely costed me more than uncertainty would ever will do. It is better to remain uncertain. Being certain this way is a very expensive affair. And I've started to remind myself of these three things about these three lenses. The first thing is that I only know about myself through my memories. The person that I think I am is already an interpretation of that data. And the second thing is, I have absolutely no idea what this other human being is going through today. Someone can pretend to smile while their world is collapsing. Someone can sound very impatient because maybe they have not slept for 3 nights. Someone can appear distant because they are fighting their own inner battle and they haven't found words to describe it. And the third one, which perhaps has given me the most peace of all, is simply this: that my understanding of this entire cosmos, of this world, is incomplete. It is okay to realize this. No matter how intelligent I become, no matter how much I know about human behavior, no matter how experienced I am as a coach, as a therapist, no matter how convincing my thoughts sound, how intelligent my thoughts sound, I'm still looking at reality through this very small, narrow window. I'm not looking at from the aerial view. I'm not looking at from the top view that I can see everything. Very, very small view. And there's definitely something outside my frame that I do not understand. Always there is something that I do not understand. Sometimes when I speak about this to other people, they misunderstand this whole concept. They think we are giving benefit of the doubt to the other person and we are being a little too generous towards them. I don't think that it is that. I think it is the act of compassion towards our own self. Because the moment I become absolutely convinced that I know the other person's heart and in their intentions, I'm imprisoning my own. I stop being curious. I stop observing. I stop living in the reality. And now I'm living inside my head. Now I'm living inside a story that my mind has created. And I'm confined to that space, that limitation. And whether the story is true or false, it becomes irrelevant. It is not in my control. The mind has portrayed that story to me. It is not my own. And it has already taken a lot of my peace, a lot of my energy. So these days I leave a little space, not because everyone deserves to be believed and we should be trusting everyone, or that everyone's intentions are as pure as we think they are. But I do not deserve to become a prisoner of my own conclusions. I don't want to limit myself. And there is something really profound in saying this, in admitting this, that I do not know the whole story. This is nowhere an escape. This is not a sign of weakness. It is just an honest admission. Perhaps the truth really is somewhere beyond what I can currently see. And until life gets a chance to reveal that to me, I have to be remaining present to this experience, rather than becoming attached to my own explanation. Explanations can wait. But this peace is being drained off every single moment. That is the cost of this kind of an interpretation. If you like this video, we post many videos like such on topics that help you find inner peace, clarity, and help you live a life that is to its infinite potential that life has to offer you. And I think if you're wise enough to understand this, you would subscribe to this channel, Mind Dealing with Bhavesh. I shall be back soon again with another such amazing topic. Until then, I want you to stay blessed, stay healthy, and catch hold of this wisdom if you can. I shall see you very soon. Take care. Bye-bye.